Good day everyone, Trainer Maxim with you. Thank you very much for joining me for this video. Today we're going to do the gymnastics core workout with the exercise ball you can find at any gym. Let's do it! Before we begin, I want to thank everyone who supports my channel, watches my videos, comments, shares ideas. Thank you very much. Your support and kind words are overwhelming. I do not take it for granted. I really appreciate it, and I will do my best to keep my standards high, to deliver more content to help you with your fitness journeys. Thank you a lot, everyone. Now let's see what the first drill is all about. We're going to start with the fairly simple drill. We're going to hold a plank on the ball for 30 seconds. And the second 30 seconds, we're going to bounce on the ball using the legs. 2 sets. It's going to look like this. Take the ball, take the position, place the ball on the shin bones, no need to go on the toes. Spine tall, hold it for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 30. And bounce with the legs. 1, 2, 3, 30. 2 sets like this. Now I want you to watch 3 things here. First, we want the tall spine. Tall spine means that we're not staying in the crunch position, trying to overemphasize the work of the core. We definitely don't want to engage the core to the point where the core overpowers the spinal muscles and drive the whole spine into the crunch. We want to avoid it. So we're keeping the tall spine by thinking from the middle of the spine to the upper portion, we're reaching up. 1. And from the middle to the tailbone, we're reaching down or away. So this is the tall spine. The second thing, we want to keep the shoulders open. Once we arrange for the tall spine, now we have an opportunity to tilt the blades back diagonally down to the mid spine without arching the spine. That will open up the shoulders, making the support stronger, since now the chest muscles and the shoulder muscles have the solid spine to hold onto while providing you with the support. That would be really nice. And the third thing, I want you to think that your legs slightly externally rotated at the hip, not at the knee. Place your mind right in the socket. In the socket we have that ball of the leg, and that ball kind of enters the socket. So picture that you're grabbing that ball and rotating that ball slightly externally. That will open up the hips a little bit, giving your pelvis more room to reach back. As a result, your spine will maintain a better position. So let's do 2 sets, keeping in mind those 3 cues. And let's take the position. Let's go from this not a nice hold to a nice hold. Spine, upper spine forward, lower spine back, shoulders tilted, legs externally rotated, look straight ahead, no crunching, and hold it for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. And let's bounce with the legs, not breaking the line between the legs and the torso. And go 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. And done. Rest. Great. We're going to do the second set. Again, during the exercise, don't just do that exercise mindlessly. In your mind, on repeat, go through those cues so that you can make sure that you're doing them. Otherwise, if your mind starts wandering around and you start thinking about what's around me, you might lose those 3 things without noticing it, developing not a good pattern of the movements. And we want to develop the automatic pattern of movement for this exercise so that we can think less about this during the next exercises. We're going to build on this position further on. Let's do it one more time. So in your mind, on repeat, go through those 3 things. One more time. Take the position. Spine tall, upper spine forward, lower spine back, shoulders tilted back, legs rotated a bit out. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Keep looking straight ahead and bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, and done. Rest. Great job, everyone. Let's do the next one. This one is a bit difficult. We're going to take the same position and move the leg sideways, touching the floor or not touching the floor, depends on your current level. Let's see what it looks like. So we're taking the position, same thing, same three things, upper spine, lower spine, shoulders, thighs. Hold the position and now rotate one leg externally and move it sideways down to the floor. 1, 2, without breaking the line of the spine. So no crunching, nothing. We're going to do 2 sets like this. The first set, we're going to drive the leg sideways down to the floor. And the second set, we're going to keep the leg in the air. So the main condition of this drill is not to break the line of the spine. We definitely don't want to lose the tall spine at all time. As the leg is going sideways, you're thinking upper spine forward, lower spine back, shoulders, so that the hip muscles can take the bone of the leg and using the stable torso, stable spine, bring it nicely sideways. So it's a coordinated work between the core muscles, spinal muscles, hip flexors muscles, and the shoulder muscles, of course. Let me show you a couple of variations we don't want to have. So you go here, you take the position, and you're just driving the leg like this. Dropping the pelvis, the leg is not firm, you're just surviving. We definitely don't want it. Or the shoulders going forward. Nope, we want to maintain that nice elongated position and pretend that nothing is happening with the leg. So the leg should move separately on its own. Let's do 2 sets, 10 reps for each side. Take the position. Good. Let's arrange for the spine, shoulders, legs, and rotate this leg externally. Move it sideways, lower spine, reaching back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch sides. Great. The other side, same thing. Arrange for the tall spine, shoulders, thighs. Now rotate this thigh sideways, down. 1, 2, reach back with the lower spine. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep the shoulders. 7, tilt the shoulders back. 8, 9, and 10, and done. Rest. Great. Take 30 seconds to rest and do it one more time. So again, very important, as the leg goes sideways, it's not just you think that this part of the leg goes sideways. It will not go that way. That movement must be accommodated with the external rotation at the hip. Like picture that ball inside the hip joint. You rotate it externally, and now your hip flexors grabbing that externally rotated leg and moving it forward. 1. That will allow your spine to stay neutral, to stay kind of elongated, versus if you just think this leg sideways, you will have to collapse the lower spine. The core will overpower the spinal muscles, will drive you into the crunch. Yes, you will achieve the task. You will do this, but it's not going to be done with the hip flexors. It will be done with the core muscles, and we don't want it. We want to develop the ability of the hip flexors to flex the hip when the torso is staying in a neutral position, so that we are not falling apart, especially when we're in a handstand or on the rings. Let's do it one more time. So in this position here, elongated spine, shoulders, lower spine, thighs rotated, rotate, and this time we're not touching the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No need to be fast. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Good. Switch sides. So no need to be kicking with the leg. Just increase the tension gradually sideways. Gradually, like a dimmer, not like a switch. Gradually increase the amount of electricity you supply to the muscle and back. Be smooth. Let's do the other side. Same idea. Spine, shoulders, legs rotated. One leg rotates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach back with the lower spine. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Good. Rest. Of course, there will be some movement in the spine, some movement in the pelvis. That's okay. Those movements should be happening again, like through the tension of the spinal muscles, which are trying to keep the spine, maybe failing sometimes, but it's okay. Versus if you just succumb into that movement, your form will fall apart. We definitely don't want it. So try to maintain the spine as long as possible while you're moving the legs this way. Okay, let's do it one more time. One more set, just to make sure that we got it. Okay, 10, 10. And go. Go back. Spine, leg, and again. 1, 2, 3, spine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Good. Switch sides. Same thing. Spine, shoulders, look straight ahead. Rotate the leg sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Great job, everyone. I know that might be difficult. Do your best. And let's move on. Next one is slightly easier. Same position, plank, and we're going to bring the chest to the knees without bending the spine, of course. Looking like this. Spine, shoulders, rotate the thighs out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, when the knees are going to the chest, it's awfully intuitive to crunch. 1, 2. We don't want it. Again, we want to keep the spine neutral and ask the hip flexors to bring the knee around the hip as much as possible without collapsing the spine. If you try to bring the knees too close to the chest, it's not going to happen. Anatomically, the knee can move slightly past 90 degrees without disturbing the spine. The further movement of the upper leg up possible only when you disturb the spine. No matter how flexible you are, it's just the structure of the hip. So we don't want to push aggressively in order to prevent that momentum you might create by the movements. So be smooth and increase the amount of activation gradually. And at all time, you're thinking rotate the thighs a little bit out as the knee going to the chest. Let's do it. 2 sets, 10 reps. That should be fairly simple, but we will see. So spine, shoulders, thighs rotated out. Great. And slowly 1, and reach back with the lower back. Don't go here. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Great. Let's do it one more time. So again, no rush. You don't have to kick it. If you kick, if you're trying to be fast, you will have no time to control. You will have no time to focus on those 3 cues, especially on the lower back reaching away when the knees are trying to go to the chest. And if you're fast, you will miss the lower back. The core will be happy to kick in and crunch your spine. Yes, in absolute terms, the knee will go to the chest, but again, it's not going to be done with the hip flexors. Not with the activation of the hip flexors. There will be no compression strength. We will talk about this later. There will be just core, and by virtue of pulling on the pelvis, the core will bring the knee up, because for some reason the knee is attached to the pelvis. So if the pelvis goes up, so does the knee. And we want the hip flexors to work separately with the upper leg, while the torso is in a stable position. So let's do it one more time. 10 reps. Take the position. Good. Spine, blades, rotate thighs tiny bit out. Reach back with the lower back. 1. Reach back with the lower back. 2. And 3. Make sure not to collapse forward. For that you have the fingers. Fingers are stopping your shoulders from collapsing forward. Let's start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Great. Good job. Again, do your best. You're going to love this one. We're going to go into the pike while keeping the spine neutral, legs locked at the knees. Looks like this. Take the same position. Take care of those 3 cues: spine, blades, thighs rotated slightly out. And now press the floor away with the arms and bring the legs towards the chest without bending them. 1 and back. 1 and back. We're going to do 2 of these, 10 reps. Again, very important. As you go up, you're constantly thinking lower back reaching up to the ceiling in this case. As the legs are advancing towards the chest, again, we don't want the core to kick in. We don't want to crunch too much. If it happens a little bit, it's okay. Through the resistance of the back muscles, that's fine. But again, at all time we think lower back reaching away, lower back reaching away. Legs are rotated out and kind of dragged into the socket and up, creating nice compression strength. So it's very important to maintain the spine tall. Otherwise, you will collapse into the crunch, the shoulders will collapse, you will fall forward. With the shoulders, very important to tilt them back at the time as you press the floor away, utilizing your fingers to prevent the body from the collapse forward. If you don't do that, let me show you what's going to happen. Let's say we did not take care of the tall spine. 1. Essentially, it's impossible to continue because now I'm in a crunch. I need to bend the knees. If I don't bend the knees, my shoulders are in a crunched position. I will lean forward, overwhelming my wrists, overwhelming my forearms, creating very uncomfortable sensation in the wrist joints. So we don't want it. We want to maintain the spine tall, create nice compression strength at the compression engagement at the hip, maintain the shoulders open, push the floor away, activating the fingertips so that we're not tipping over with the shoulders. And going into the pike as high as we can, no need to push a lot. Build the range gradually. It can be 45 degrees, it can be 35, doesn't matter. And go to the very end of your current range of motion, because that drill depends on flexibility of the hamstrings and mobility of your shoulders. So once you have addressed those 2 things, and I will talk about them later in my next videos, you'll be more successful with this. But for now, just do your best. Let's do two sets, 10 reps each. So tall spine, blades, thighs rotated out, look straight ahead and let the head move with the torso. Do not try to maintain the head in the same position. Head moves with the torso, and at the highest point you're going to look down as a result. And go 10 reps. 1, 2, reach with the lower back away. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Great. Let's do it one more time, one more set. Also, try not to over tense. Be more or less relaxed. Tense only the necessary muscles. I know, sounds ridiculous, but try to relax. Otherwise, if you tense up, the whole body will be rigid, and the muscles responsible for the actual movements at the hips, at the shoulders, will have hard time moving because all other muscles are rigid Now they will have to overpower those rigid muscles, which we want to avoid. It's double work. So while you're going up, just breathe out. Don't hold your breath. Breathe out, relax. Go down into the extension. So don't collapse down. You're just going into the pike and extending. Pike, extending, not pike and collapsing. Let's do it one more time. 10 reps. So shoulders, good. Spine, thighs, and press the floor away, fingers. Reach out with the lower back. 1, 2, 3. Extension of the spine. Extension of the hips. 4, 5, 6. The head moves with the spine. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So notice how my shoulders at all time were sitting right above the hands. I did not let my shoulders go back or forth, right? We don't want to have this situation when you go forward and you go down, you go back. Shoulders, because you're doing a great job with the spine and the hips and everything else, constantly staying supported on the hands. Shoulders here, hands here, no deviating from this position. If you want, you can do it one more time, but 2 sets will suffice. Let's move on. This one is interesting. We're going to coordinate the hip flexion and the knee extension without disturbing the spine. So we're taking the position, combining 2 previous drills. First, spine tall, shoulders, thighs. We're driving the knees to the chest. 1, staying here, reaching constantly back with the lower back, and straightening the knees into the pike. 2, 3. 2 sets, 10 reps. So with this drill, at all time, we're trying to maintain the compression at the hips. When you're extending the knee, you're not letting the knee go away from the torso. You want at all time to maintain the spine tall, especially the lower portion. At all time, you're engaging the hip flexors to keep the knee as pressed towards the torso as possible with the spine neutral. And while these 2 conditions are held at all time, now the quads are working to extend the knees. 1, 2, 3, without dropping the knees. So at all time you're maintaining the angle between the upper leg and the torso, maintaining the spine tall, making sure shoulders are staying, and you're extending the knees, thereby driving the spine into the pike and back. Let's do two sets, 10 reps. So spine, shoulders, thighs, knees, keep the angle, pike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Head moves with the spine. 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Great job. I know that one might be a bit difficult. Now we're working with the quads to extend the knee in coordinated fashion with the rest of the torso. Rest for 30 seconds. Have some sip of water. I know it's difficult. Let's do it one more time. 10 reps. Good. Spine, shoulders, thighs. Reach back with the lower back. Extension of the knees. Maintain the angle between the hip and the torso, between the upper leg and the torso. 4, 5, 6, 7. Point the toes. 8, 9, 10. Good. Good. At this point, you might feel some burning in the quads, shoulders maybe, quads, and good work of the forearms, because it's very demanding for the forearms, because those guys are stopping us from collapsing forward. Again, you can enjoy the 3rd set, but 2 sets are enough. Next one. You might hate me for this one. We're going to take the pike and bring one leg into the upright position, imitating the handstand. It's not going to be full-fledged handstand, but we're going to do our best. Let's see what it looks like. Take the position, spine, blades, thighs, go into the pike, reach out with the lower back, and bring one leg straight up. One, no need to push a lot, keep reaching out with the lower back, down, repeat. So when you're in the pike, again, as with the previous exercise, you're trying to maintain good compression between the upper leg and the torso, making sure that the second leg, which would be staying on the ball, can still support the structure while the other leg is moving up and tries to get in one line with the torso without collapsing the entire structure forward. It's a tough one, but give it a try. No need to bring the legs all the way up, just to feel the exercise. Maybe go slightly off the ball, 1, 2, 3, and build the range gradually as the comfort level grows. So let's do it. Though we're not going to do 10-10, it's enough to do 5-5, 2 sets, 5-5 for each leg. And let's go 2 sets. Spine, hips, shoulders, and go pike. Good, one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. The other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Good. It's okay if you feel some cramps here in the toes, since kind of in the soles. You might be pointing too aggressively and pushing into the ball with the toes. They might cramp, but you will get used to it. It will go away. Take 30 seconds to rest, or 1 minute, or as much as you need. Continue with the second set if you don't feel any discomfort, of course. Same idea. Let's do it one more time. 5-5 each side. Very important, the shoulder work. Do not collapse the shoulders. Shoulders, spine, fingers, thighs out. 1, thighs out. 2, thighs out. 3, 4, 5. Good. The other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Good. That one is a tough one, but you're doing well so far. Let's move on. This one is a bit easier. We are going to condition the core to stay stretched, active, and not to pull on the spine into the crunch. Looks like this. Take the position. All those 3 cues still are in place. Here, spine, blades, thighs. And now with the arms, you're pushing the floor away. Keep reaching with the lower spine back. Keep tilting the shoulders back all the way down to the floor. 1, return. 10 reps. 1, 2. 2 sets, 10 reps. So what is important with this drill? When you go all the way down, again, you don't have to touch the floor right away. You can build the range gradually. What matters? 2 things. First, you're not trying to bend the elbows and collapse the shoulders in attempt to support your body when you're going back. Don't do this. Quite on contrary, you have to push the floor away, just like we do with the handstands, to have very good support from the shoulders. So when you go back, blades tilted and push the floor away. Push the floor away. Push the floor away. Fingers grabbing the floor firmly, anchoring your hands to the floor. And the second thing, you're constantly trying to reach back with the lower spine. Otherwise, the lower spine will go into that arch if the spine loses the structure, and we don't want it. The core will be overstretched. So we're trying to keep the spine neutral, core, we're trying to stretch it, but because of the coordinated work of the spinal muscles and the core muscles, the torso still stays more or less neutral. At the lowest point, you might have a mild arch in the lower back. That's okay. No concerns here unless it's painful. The legs are still reaching out, staying rigid, turned slightly out. To return, we don't want to do anything with the torso. To return, we're simply with the shoulders reaching forward, pushing, pulling on the floor, trying to bring the floor to the pelvis. 1, like this fashion. And since we're on the wall, we'll be returning back. Let's do it. 2 sets, 10 reps. So shoulders, spine, pelvis, floor away. 1, 2. Reach back with the lower back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look all the time straight ahead. 6, 7. Shoulders tilted back at all time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. You should feel good core work, kind of stretch and activation. Do not try to crunch, otherwise you will not be able to go low since you will close the shoulders. Let me show you this situation. So when in attempt to support, you collapse the shoulders, crunch a little bit more. Crunch. Now there is no way I can open the shoulders enough to go all the way down to the floor. It's kind of very difficult. So that's why we're trying to keep the shoulders open, spine neutral, stretching the core, not losing the neutral spine. Let's do it one more time. 10 reps. Spine, shoulders, thighs rotated out. Reach out with the lower back. Push the floor away. 2, 3. Lower back reaching out. 4. Blades tilting. 5. Spine neutral. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. That one's a bit tough. It's very similar to the ab roller, only we're not crunching. Good job, everyone. Enjoy the third set if you're brave enough, or let's move on. Let's build on the previous exercise and the pike. We're going to roll back and return into the pike position. Only one set, 10 reps will do just nicely. The same 3 cues. Let's do it. 1 set, 10 reps. From the roll back into the pike. Shoulders, pelvis, thighs rotated out. Into the pike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you're doing great. 9, 10. Good. 1 set is good enough. Again, on the way up, compression in the hips, neutral spine, fingertips preventing from the collapsing forward, pushing the floor away, shoulders tilting back. You might enjoy the second set, but 1 set will be just what we need. Almost done, and the pinnacle of today's session, we're going to build on the previous exercise. We're going to roll back, go into the pike, stay there, bring 1 leg up, back, roll back. We're going to do 5 reps for each side, so total 10 reps, but only 1 set. So 5 for 1 leg, 5 for the other leg. Let's do it. Same cues. Shoulders tilted back, upper spine forward, lower spine back, fingertips, thighs rotated out. Ready? And go back. 1. Pike, leg. 1. Roll back. 2. 3. 4. No rush with the leg. Make sure you enter the pike first. 5. Switch legs. 6. 7. No rush to roll back. First, return the leg. 8. 9. 10. Done. I should admit, this one is the most difficult for me. I'm not sure about you, so you can let me know which one is the most difficult for you. And actually, share guys, what was the most difficult? Share with me what you were successful with and what did you manage, what didn't you manage to get? I'm just curious. After this one, again, second set. You can enjoy it if you want, but based on everything we've just done, one set will be enough. The next one will be easy, just a cool down. Let's do the cool down. To cool down, we're going to do the inverted plank on the ball and go into the hip flexion extension, just to work with the muscles on the other side of your body. Though we're keeping the same cues in mind. Spine, shoulders, thighs rotated out, everything stays the same. So it looks like this. You go down, take the position, point the toes, hands at the comfortable width, and let's adjust the blades. Blades, spine, thighs rotated. 1, 2, 1, 2, 10 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Very important not to crunch, especially on the way down. On the way down, we really want to succumb to the gravity and crunch the spine. We definitely want to avoid this situation when you go up and returning with the crunched spine like this. 1. With this, you will have no control. So at all time, with the upper spine reaching up, lower spine reaching down, thighs turned out, blades tilted. 10 reps, extending the hips with the glutes and the muscles of the back parts of the legs. And let's go. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. Great. During the exercise, you can try smiling. It might keep you more relaxed. We're Russians, we don't know how to smile. So that was actually me smiling. I did my best. And that would be it. 2 sets, 10 reps to work with the muscles of the other side of the body. And we're done. Today's session is over. I think you got quite a good work for your abs, shoulders, hip flexors. So in gymnastics, we actually don't separate the core workout. We really want to coordinate the engagement of the core with the spinal muscles, with the shoulder muscles, with the hip flexors, so that we can create those awesome, flawless, effortlessly looking movements. Thank you very much for your attention, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for trying. Now go to the gym, try. Please do let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, maybe. And next time I will come up with more interesting exercises for you. But do reach out, do share. Thank you very much. Trainer Maxim with you. I'll see you in my next video. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye-bye.